much.
Hey guys, so today I'm sharing with you my 7 sources of passive income, but first, let me take you back and tell you how I got here. So I was jobless in the first half of 2019. I was working roughly 12 hours per day, 6 days a week, sleeping maybe 4 of those days, counting up to roughly 288 hours per month of work, and averaging that out, I was earning $3.47 per hour. And with that money, I had to pay for my food, my rent, and that's all I could afford.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Survival. That was the skill. Hopefully you guys find this video very helpful. I'm gonna give you an inside look into my finances, my growth on YouTube, where you guys can see I just started this January. I don't know if I've made it. I'll let you be the judge of that. But none of these sources of passive income would be here if I didn't conquer my fears one day and one fear at a time. Let's begin. Say something.
Something.
So, how are you enjoying Hawaii?
I love it. I'm freaking out every day. You're interviewing me, so I'm looking at you.
This feels like casting
I think
couch.
I'm gonna look at. Oh.
Sorry about that, I don't know what that was. But let's just begin with my favorite source of passive income, and that is dividend growth investing. Now, if you guys don't know what that is it's basically I get paid for owning certain types of companies that are called blue chip stocks. These are companies that include Walmart, Disney, Coca-Cola, Apple, you name it. Really mature companies that are generating so much cash that they're like, guys, we don't know what to do with all this money. Thank you, investors. Here you go. And they just pay me back for just owning. Now, I don't have to sell any of these stocks. I just collect them on a monthly, quarterly, or whatever it is. Now, again, it's my favorite way of investing, but the downside is that you actually need quite a lot of money to make any significant source of income, which is great for me because it encourages me to save as much of my money and then invest it rather than spending it on things I don't need. So that's why I love it. But for the month of October, I actually got paid $437.94 from 21 of the 100 companies that I own. And again, some of them pay me monthly, some of them pay quarterly. And if you do want to start this kind of investing, don't chase the dividend yield, as it's called. Don't chase the monthly factor. It's like saying, would you rather get paid $100 once per year or split 2 times or 12 times? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter because the total amount will still be the same no matter how many different ways it gets split up. Because sometimes people ask me like, Andre, tell me some monthly dividend paying stocks, but it's not actually going to pay you more, it's just going to pay you spread out different ways. Hope that makes sense. And I'm tracking all of these 100 stocks through my Google spreadsheets, otherwise there is no way that I'm going to be able to keep track of it. It tells me all of my schedules, all of my dividends, and everything I need to know. And I'm getting the same stock market data provider as the ones that Robinhood and all these other major brokerages are using as well. So for example, I know that out of that $437, I know that 20% of it is coming from the real estate sector, and another 15.8% is coming from the consumer staples industry. And if you guys are not familiar with what that is, that's an industry where it's always going to have similar and or growing demand based upon the population. So people are always going to need to buy food, water, shampoo, cigarettes, toilet paper, which is always embarrassing to buy and check out. I can't be the only one. So consumer staples is that sort of stuff. And if you guys want to use the same Google spreadsheets that I'm using, you can find mine on my Patreon, but it is behind a paywall. I apologize. Otherwise, I would just go broke paying for it by myself. The number 2 source of passive income that I really enjoy is royalties. Now, this one is pretty rare. Most people don't have this as a source of passive income, but anyone can have it. And if you're not familiar with what royalties are something that I get paid as an artist from a percent of a gross sales on a product that another company has produced for me, which sounds really, really complicated, but it's really simple. It's how your favorite music artists get paid when they pitch a song to a record label company. They'll come along, they'll produce this song and put it up on iTunes or wherever it is, Spotify, and then they'll pay the artist a certain percent of the sales of this song. Now, for most people, including myself, I'm not a singer or a songwriter, so my royalties are coming from course sales, which are going to be the truth for most people. Now, for me, I actually taught people how to do cardistry, which is this crazy art form of how to shuffle cards, and I've been having this source of passive income since I was like 19 years old, and I've been generating at least $100 every single month. So for last month, I actually made $113, selling this product. My third source of passive income is you smashing that like button. Seriously, it helps my channel out a lot, but it's actually Amazon links. Now for some people, this source of income is absolutely huge. Now if you're somebody who likes to buy things and then review them, you can make your own YouTube channel where you review these products, and if people like them, they can click your link below each video that you make, and if they buy said product, you will make a small, tiny % of each sale. But if you wanted to make money with Amazon links, I encourage you to, instead of doing the links for products, if you don't want to do product reviews, to instead do their bounty program, which is what I'm doing. So in the description below this video and all my other videos, I'll leave a link to Audible, where if you sign up and you click that link, you'll get 2 free audiobooks from Amazon. And for whatever reason, that one generates a lot more income than if I didn't do it. So before I did this, I was making maybe $30 per month on Amazon, because again, I'm a financial education channel. I don't do physical product reviews. But then when I started doing this, I started to make, yeah, I wish. No, it was not that much. It was not $1,478. That's how much people spent clicking my link, but I only made $146.30, which to me is great, and I'm really grateful for that because that's how much money I thought I would be making my first year on YouTube anyway. My fourth stream of passive income is from selling products on Shopify. Now these are actually products that I made myself with my friend, where we did a Kickstarter campaign earlier last year where we were selling playing cards, which is super cool. And for my share in the last month of October, I made $978. Now this is nice money, but it's not money I'm actually spending or buying anything with. I'm not paying my rent with it. It's held in a joint account where we're accumulating money and then reinvesting it to create more products. My fifth source of passive income is through affiliate links, and this is where I will leave a link below each video to, let's say, a brokerage that I'm using like Webull, where if you fund your account $100, you will get a free stock valued at up to $1,000, and I prefer doing that a lot more to paid sponsored videos. If you guys don't already know, paid sponsored videos are a huge source of income for a lot of YouTubers. I think I can reasonably make $1 to even a couple extra $1,000 every single month by promoting or advertising another company, but so far I've never done a paid or a sponsored video, but Lord knows I could have used that money so much in the first half of this year when I wasn't getting paid anything, and right now I'm getting at least 1 to 2 emails a day asking me to promote some product, some service, or whatever it is, and usually I would rather prefer to advertise myself for my products or my services, which is my Patreon, or just to support my work. I prefer doing that, or leaving an affiliate link where at least you guys will make some profit and some benefit out of it, and I will make a little bit of money too. But for the last month of October, I generated $3,591, which is insane. Like, just saying that out loud, it's crazy. That's a lot of money to me. My sixth stream of passive income is through my Patreon page, and I'm so grateful and so thankful for this one because to me, it's like gold. As a content creator on YouTube, I will only be eligible to be paid if I've met the $100 threshold, and I'll only get paid once on the 20th of each month, which is such a weird time of the month to get paid, in contrast with Patreon, where I will get paid once on the 1st of each month, which makes a lot more sense because that's actually when all of my bills are due. So as a content creator, you can use Patreon to thank your community, make more content for them, or give exclusive sneak peek and early access to your videos. I went into a slightly different direction where I'm using that money to reinvest it into creating tools where we as investors can use to get immediate value out of. And I'm also providing financial transparency by sharing with you exactly when I'm buying and selling my stocks. So to me, that's really important, and I'm sure I could make a lot more money, but I don't want to stretch myself out so thin to where I'm over-promising and under-delivering because I value my time. But the older I get, the more I'm reminded just how short life is, and whatever time I have left, I would rather give it to the people that I love spending with the most. And yeah, money is nice, but it's not everything, even though it is tempting to take this money and just buy stocks, which buys me my time. But for the month of October, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud because it feels like a dream, I made $4,092, which is insane. I'm so grateful for that, but a large majority of that does go to the stock market data provider. So I feel really good about that because I'm using your guys' money to create tools that we all use and get immediate value out of. So it's really tempting to use this money to pay it for my own stuff, but I'd just rather give it back in the form of these tools. My 7th stream of passive income, which is consequently the least passive of all of them, is the one I'm sure you guys have all been waiting for, and that is my ad revenue. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I did not know that financial education channels have some of the highest ad rates in the entire industry, and that's because you, the one who's watching right now, probably have the education and the job and the disposable income to spend on things that banks, credit cards, brokerages, they all want access to. They want you. That is why you are so valuable to them. And that is precisely why I'm so picky and so selective with what I talk about, because the last thing I want to become is a mouthpiece for those corporations or just be one of those people and YouTubers who just gives you timeshare presentations. Because sometimes I'll watch a video and then halfway through I'll realize, oh, this person doesn't really care about educating me on how to build my credit score. They just want me to sign up to this credit card because they'll get a certain percent of money, and they don't even have this credit card. That's the thing I don't want. And even for me, this video is very uncharacteristic because I've advertised so much of myself, my Patreon, my products, my affiliate links. Like, I never do this. This is the most advertisee that I've ever been. And maybe I'm naive, but when I started my YouTube channel, I bought every course and everything that I could think of to grow my channel and to make money off of it. And the one advice that was so prevalent is, well, there's two of them. One of them was batch your content, which is to shoot like 5 videos in one day. And the second terrible, poor advice that I've ever seen is you need to plan ahead and you need to have a goal. Maybe that's just me being naive, but when I started my YouTube channel, I had 0 goals, 0 things in mind. I just loved talking about finance. I love making stupid cinematic videos where, why am I shooting in 4K on a Sony a7 III with a G Master lens? Why do I have a drone? Like, why does a financial education channel need all these things? Like, I don't. But I get so much enjoyment out of making these videos that I make like a day before you see them, or 2 days, because I'll spend so much time on them. And that to me is what's enjoyable. Like, I don't want to become that person who's just giving you timeshare presentations and trying to sell you on things. So again, this is the least form of passive income, and most of this money, by the way, came from videos that I've done in the past rather than videos that I'm putting out today. It's like all these couple $100 videos, they're adding up, just like dividends. So in the last month of October, and this has only started happening to my channel like 2 or 3 months ago, $12,671.79. That does not sound real to me. So as you guys can see right here, this is my October. If I go to October, there it is, $12,661.94 for the ad revenue rate. So this is not fake. In case anybody's gonna fake, I've had mostly about averaging $400 days. The highest, these 2 peaks were close to $850 per day, and all in all, $12,661. I'm just gonna assume that this is never gonna happen again, so I'm cherishing and saving every single dollar that I get. Altogether, and I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, in the last month of October, I've made $20,939.03. I'm overwhelmed, I'm in awe, and I'm upset because that's $61 shy of $21,000. I'm kidding, I'm not that much of a douchebag. That is a lot of money. But I'm upset because I've spent nearly 10 years of my life working and providing value for one entity and one person to give them value and build their company that I never even came close, and yet here I am with my first year on YouTube making an obscene amount of money that it isn't fair. And if it's one thing I've learned is that providing value for others rather than one person is going to be far more lucrative for you in the future. And so maybe you're spending a lot of time, whether it's in a relationship, a job, or a career, and whatever it is you're doing, just remember that time could be costing you your greater potential. And I'm so happy that I never made my $100,000 per year goal of making that much money in 1 year before 30. That was my unicorn salary that I never received in my life. And I'm glad I didn't, because if I did, I probably would have stayed and I would have never done this, and I would never be on this video in front of you. And so I'm really grateful and thankful that all of this is happening. So I think for me, 2020 is gonna be a very interesting year. But guys, love each and every single one of you. I am in Hawaii. It's amazing. You can't see the view here. It's on the other side here. Look at this. Just, what? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.